In the world according to urban folklore, horrors await us at every turn, lurking even in the most ordinary places. We are warned to beware of payphone coin slots booby-trapped with infectious needles. Good thing we don't use payphones anymore. Chicken sandwiches pocked with pus-filled tumors and toilet seats infested with venomous spiders, among other things. Is nothing safe anymore? Consider how dangerous it can be just to lick an envelope. In 1999, rumor had it that a number of people fell down dead after moistening the glue on ATM deposit envelopes with their tongues. Why? Because, supposedly, someone had adulterated the glue with cyanide, a fatal poison. The moral of the story was clear: envelope licking can be hazardous to your health. Don't do it. Around the same time you would have found them little jars at the post office to wet the envelope. We always wondered if there was a connection there. In January 2000 another email started to pop up. It went on to say, "I have a coworker who states that his wife, who is a nurse, witnessed a situation involving someone who licked an envelope and then hatched a cockroach from her tongue. Supposedly while licking an egg-infested glue strip on an envelope, she got a paper cut. This then got infected, but when she went to the hospital to have it examined, the doctor made an incision to release the pus and a roach crawled out." Hey! Not to impugn the integrity of our correspondent's coworker's spouse, but, baloney. The entire scenario smacked of urban legend, so much so that I demanded to know where the alleged incident took place. Virginia, I was told. This made it much worse because at the time I lived in Virginia. Another post popped up. If you lick your envelopes, you won't anymore. A woman was working in a post office in California. One day she licked the envelopes and postage stamps instead of using a sponge. That very day the lady cut her tongue on the envelope. A week later, she noticed an abnormal swelling of her tongue. She went to the doctor, and they found nothing wrong. Her tongue was not sore or anything. A couple of days later, her tongue started to swell more, and it began to get really sore, so sore that she could not eat. She went back to the hospital, and demanded something be done. The doctor took an X-ray of her tongue, and noticed a lump. He prepared her for minor surgery. When the doctor cut her tongue open, a live roach crawled out. There were roach eggs on the seal of the envelope. The egg was able to hatch inside of her tongue, because of her saliva. It was warm and moist. This is a true story. Pass it on. Well, I had no idea, lol. However, after talking with a few people on this subject, from one I had maybe and the other no way. Consider this. A pregnant cockroach carries her eggs in a hard capsule called an ootheca, in which they incubate, intact, until the larvae, or nymphs, hatch, bursting the capsule open from the inside. The eggs themselves are tiny and delicate, and couldn't survive at all outside the ootheca, let alone flourish within the body of a mammalian host. It would be highly improbable, is what I'm saying, to find viable cockroach eggs strewn about on random surfaces, least of all on the folded flap of an envelope. Consider, too, the logical inconsistencies in the story. How is it that when the victim visited her doctor the first time, reporting a paper cut and showing visible signs of abnormal swelling, he found nothing wrong? And what was the point, during the second doctor visit, of X-raying the poor woman's tongue? However, we were told that an X-ray would not pick up such things. It can't even see splinters of wood. I knew this from a childhood accident. Anyway, I am glad we use email now. Stay paranoid, my friends.